All right, the latest news break coming in. DK Shivakumar, while he was in court, so this video was tweeted out by DK Shivakumar just a short while ago. Alleging political vendetta, Shivakumar was seen sitting on a bench saying that this is all political vendetta and that has become stronger than law of land. The latest also is that Shivakumar has been sent to the custody of the Enforcement Directorate till the September 13th, 9 days. Listen in to what he tweeted out.
The political vendetta has become more stronger than the law in this country. The political vendetta has become more stronger than the law in this country. The political vendetta has become more stronger than the law in this country. The political vendetta has become more stronger than the law in this country. The political vendetta has become more stronger than the law in this country. The political vendetta has become more stronger than the law in this country.
All right, so this was a video tweeted out by DK Shivakumar. In a short while also, there's word coming in that there's been a bit of chaos in front of the court while DK Shivakumar was being escorted by the ED. A bit of a fracas where the Congress workers were concerned. We're going to get you that news in a short while from now. But let's set the premise of this debate. What was a dramatic sequence of events last night? Karnataka Congress strongman DK Shivakumar was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate over cash hauls, illegal assets and hawala transactions worth crores of rupees. The ED says it has enough proof to nail him, therefore the arrest. He spent last night at a hospital after he complained of high blood pressure, but all of this he did not before tweeting out a congratulatory message to the Bharatiya Janata Party. This is what he tweeted out, saying, "I congratulate my BJP friends to finally being successful in their mission of arresting me." Now, DK Shivakumar will stay in ED custody till September 13th. 9-day custody awarded to the ED. The ED, in fact, had asked for 14 days. DK Shivakumar was taken today morning to a special ED Rouse Avenue Court for his custody hearing. His party colleague Abhishek Manu Singhvi was Shivakumar's main counsel. He called the arrest illegal, moved the bail plea, challenging the ED remand. The ED, seeking 14 days custody, said there was unflinching evidence against DK Shivakumar and therefore the custody was awarded of 9 days. The ED alleges that Shivakumar misused his ministerial position for financial gain. However, now the Congress, after taking a huge hit post P. Chidambaram, went all out calling this vendetta politics. Rahul Gandhi tweeted just about 4 hours ago in support of Congress Karnataka troubleshooter DK Shivakumar, once again calling this vendetta politics. DK Shivakumar also released that video that you saw right on the top of this bulletin saying law of land has been trumped by vendetta politics.
The ED is the Gestapo of this government. And the CBI is probably the Stasi. So they are being used to just browbeat opposition leaders, particularly those who are articulate and vehement critics, and particularly those who are crucial to the functioning of a political party. This is targeted harassment.
ನೋಡೋಣ, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. DK ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಗಾದದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೇನು ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲದರಿಂದ ಅವರು ಹೊರಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತಲೇ ನಾನು ದೇವರನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ನನ್ನ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ದ್ವೇಷ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಕೆಟ್ಟದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಬಯಸಿಲ್ಲ. ಕಾನೂನು ತಂದೆ ಆದಂಥ ಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ ಕೆಲವು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದನ್ನ ಹೊರಬಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗಿಂತ ನಾನು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸಂತೋಷ ಪಡ್ತೇನೆ.
Now, the Congress might call it vendetta, but can the party justify the use of violence and arson to protest this arrest? Many parts of Karnataka burnt today. Violent protests were staged outside the RML hospital. Buses were burnt down south. Outside the RML hospital, where DK Shivakumar was taken for a medical checkup, there was massive violence that was reported. Then outside the court today, where he was taken, where the ED appealed for remand, massive violence and arson.
We are not urged for state government, we urge for central government. The DK Shivakumar arresting of DK Shivakumar matter, and he released him immediately. Small allegations made by the ED. There is no allegation, so ED made an allegation because it is in force. It is in obligations of BJP government.
The DK Shivakumar is not only a politician, he is a businessman. He is doing business. So he is earning a lot of money out of his business. He say justification is there. What is the necessary of arresting so immediately? He was available everywhere. He is not hiding anywhere else. He is not went outside the country, anywhere else like that. He is available. He is among the people.
So the Congress is calling out political vendetta, but can it justify the violence, the arson that the country saw today in the name of this arrest? But why is the Congress calling this a witch hunt? After all, the Central Bureau of Investigation and the Enforcement Directorate are the country's main anti-corruption and anti-money laundering agencies. In the past 3 months since the Modi government came back to power, coincidentally, both agencies have been very, very active. The opposition parties have accused the Bharatiya Janata Party for this activity or this activeness of the two agencies of alleging that the BJP is using these agencies to intimidate their leaders or divert the attention of people from their issues. So what we've done is we've sat down, broken it up in the last 3 months, the crackdown of the ED and the CBI. Where all did it fall? DK Shivakumar. September 3rd, the ED arrested the Congress leader, the Karnataka Congress leader, DK Shivakumar, on allegations of indulging in money laundering of huge cash through Hawala and other shell companies. Then, Faisal Patel, son of Congress leader Ahmed Patel, he was questioned on August 29th. Ahmed Patel's son and son-in-law questioned by the ED in a case of bank fraud. Let's move on. 28th, and that's the only BJP leader, mind you, who was not questioned, and exactly what transpired there, we're going to get in my colleague later to explain. But Mukul Roy, Bharatiya Janata Party leader from Kolkata, was questioned on the 28th of August in connection with the Sharda scam. Let's move on. Bhupinder Singh Hooda of the Congress, 22nd August, appeared before the CBI in connection with land scam cases in Haryana. Moving on to Mumbai, Raj Thackeray MNS. August 18th, the ED summoned Raj Thackeray in connection with the Kohinoor building case. Raj Thackeray says this was vendetta because he's been going against the BJP. Then the big catch, P. Chidambaram, August 21st. P. Chidambaram of the Congress arrested by the CBI, claiming that he indulged in corruption through his son Karti Chidambaram while he was finance minister. Relatives of Congress leaders, Ratul Puri, Congress leaders Kamal Nath's nephew, arrested by the ED on August 21st. The ED arrested the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Kamal Nath's nephew Ratul Puri, a former executive director of Moser and Baer, in connection with a 354 crore bank fraud case. Let's move on. TMC, Derek O'Brien. August 9th, Derek O'Brien and other TMC leaders were questioned by the CBI in connection with the chit fund scam. Let's move on to Uttar Pradesh. Azam Khan, Samajwadi Party, August 9th, under scanner by the ED in land grab cases. Praful Patel, NCP, August 8th. Praful Patel questioned by CBI in aviation scam. Let's move on, right? Kashmir. Farooq Abdullah, National Conference. Of course, he's in detention but on the July 31st, Mr. Farooq Abdullah, former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir and National Conference leader, was questioned by the Enforcement Directorate in Chandigarh in connection with the Jammu and Kashmir Cricket Association irregularity scam case. Now, this is interesting. Why is Chaudhary? Well, he was with the TDP. Now he's with the BJP. When he was raided, questioned, it was when he was in the TDP. It happened on June 2nd, days after Narendra Modi came back to power. On June 2nd, the CBI raided the Telugu Desam Party leader Y.S. Chaudhary in a multi-crore bank fraud case. But this is the catch. 21st June, 20 days after that raid, Y.S. Chaudhary joins the BJP. Since then, the CBI hasn't visited him. So let's break it down. I'm cutting across to my colleague Munish Pandey. Munish, while we run, the scroll of the various leaders that have either been raided, questioned, or found themselves under the scanner in the last 3 months, just by pure data, and you and I have sat and sifted through this data, shows that a majority, and a large majority, save only Mukul Roy, have all come from opposition parties. So this is what the opposition is using when they say this is vendetta.
Yeah, well, remember even in Mukul Roy case, he was examined by the Central Bureau of Investigation. Now there is a difference between questioning and examining. When a person is being examined, it means that there are certain allegations. The Central Bureau of Investigation asks about those allegations. If the person denies, then he can go from the agency. It is not a proper questioning. But when it comes to opposition leaders, you know, they have been summoned multiple times. They have been questioned for multiple times, and now we have been seeing leaders like P. Chidambaram, DK Shivakumar, they have been arrested. Now tomorrow also there is going to be important hearing in Supreme Court where the Enforcement Directorate and CBI will once again move their plea to arrest Mr. P. Chidambaram in other cases. So if we talk about broadly, remember most of the cases dates back to 2013, 2015, 2016, 2017. The BJP during the election made it very clear that na khaunga na khane dunga. But agencies, when we asked this question to agency, we also asked about Vyas Chaudhary, that he was raided during the election by the Income Tax Department, CBI and ED. Why there is no summon to Mr. Vyas Chaudhary now? Why there is no proper investigation against him after he has joined BJP? But they are saying that the cases are still going on. At proper time, they will summon him. At this point of time, both the agencies officially maintains that they have no political direction from any of the politician or party that to go against any party. They are probing their matter. If the person has been found corrupt, they need to investigate. Back to you.
All right, Munish, thank you for joining us. Even the BJP maintains very clearly that it has nothing to do with these both agencies coming down on political leaders. This is a crackdown on corruption. Breaking news coming in. DK Shivakumar supporters have blocked the ED's car in which the Congress leader was being taken away. Massive ruckus, chaos outside the office after the Delhi court sends DK Shivakumar to ED custody. My colleague Poonam filed this report.
इस वक्त हम राउज एवेन्यू कोर्ट में मौजूद हैं और यहाँ पर 13 सितंबर का जैसे अनाउंस हुआ कि डी शिवकुमार की कस्टडी बढ़ा दी गई। आप देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पर समर्थक जो है वो गाड़ी को निकलने नहीं दे रहे हैं और लगातार कह रहे हैं कि इस तरह की चीजें नहीं चलेंगी और डी शिवकुमार हाथ हिलाते हुए जितने भी उनके समर्थक हैं उनको इस गाड़ी से रवाना हो गए हैं ईडी के साथ। आपको दिखाना चाहूंगी कि सुरक्षा व्यवस्था को पुख्ता करने के लिए यहाँ पर लगातार जो गाड़ियां हैं वो भी चल रही है और बात करते समर्थकों से।
पुलिस को आगे करता है।
आज प्रदर्शन कोर्ट के बाहर क्यों कर रहे हैं?
जिस प्रकार से कोर्ट का ये यूज कर रहे हैं, ईडी का यूज कर रहे हैं, सीबीआई का यूज कर रहे हैं, जिस प्रकार से तानाशाही दिखा रहे हैं अपनी, पूरे हिंदुस्तान देख रहा है ये बदले की राजनीति, नफरत की राजनीति।
एवेन्यू कोर्ट के बाहर जो मेन सड़क है उस पर भी प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं समर्थक और उनका साफ तौर पर कहना है कि बदले की राजनीति के तहत डीके शिवकुमार को गिरफ्तार किया गया है और कल से कांग्रेस के ये तमाम कार्यकर्ता धमकी दे रहे हैं कि देश को भी बंद किया जाएगा। अब देखना होगा कि कल इस तमाम अरेस्टिंग का और उसके बाद अब जो 13 सितंबर तक के लिए भेज दिया गया है डीके शिवकुमार को ईडी की कस्टडी में, उसका असर क्या होता है।
All right, so that's the latest news break that is coming in, which prompts us to ask the questions this evening. And to the point, question one, DK Shivakumar down, who next? The second question we ask, political witch hunt or corruption crackdown? And the last question we ask is, can Congress in any which way justify the violent protests and the arson that the country has seen today? Let's quickly cut across to our guests. I have Lavanya Balal, spokesperson, Congress Pradesh Committee from Karnataka. I have Shazia Ilmi, spokesperson, Bharatiya Janata Party. Rahul Srivastav, National Affairs Editor. Before I go across to Rahul Srivastav, let's quickly go to our political guest. Lavanya, you say this is political vendetta.
Hi.
Can anything justify the news break that we just saw, where Congress cadres interrupting the work of the ED, trying to come into the way of the vehicle which was taking DK Shivakumar? Can it justify the buses that were burned today in Mysuru? Can it justify what happened in front of the court today? Arson, violence across the country?
None of us support any kind of violent actions, but people of the country have a right to dissent, and we cannot take that away from them. But violence is objected. We do not support violence at all in any way. Having said that, this entire issue of have they blocked ED in doing any kind of work? No, they have not. They have not stopped ED from doing any kind of work. We would call it witch hunt by the ED.
No, you'd call it witch hunt by the ED, but you say that you don't support violent protests. Your cadre, Lavanya, have been all across the country burning buses. Today they stopped the vehicle which was carrying
the violence.
Which you condemn the violence, but it does seem that the condemnation is really not going down to the lowest common denominator, your cadre on the ground.
DK Shivakumar and all the Congress leaders have repeatedly requested all the Congress party supporters.
So you're saying you have no control over your cadre, which is even a worse statement to make, but that's fine. Let's cut across to Shazia Ilmi. Shazia, we just gave out that list. So what we did was today, there's a charge that the BJP faces, and the charge is of vendetta politics. My colleague Manish, who follows both these agencies, and I sat down through the course of the day. 3 months. There have been over 20 raids. 20 raids, arrests, questioning. 1 out of 22, if I'm not wrong,
Preeti,
one BJP leader, and that's Mukul Roy, who was not even questioned.
So I followed that report very seriously, and if you remember, I was part of the whole Anna Hazare movement, and all these names, each one of these names, in fact most of them we had taken then at that point of time when we made Aam Aadmi Party. I was a co-founder of that party, and we often wondered why no action is being taken. Now when action is being taken against some of them, I feel really relieved, because this is why some of us gave up our careers and got into public life, because there was rampant corruption. Where Praful Patel is concerned, I mean where Farooq Abdullah is concerned, there were reams and reams of material in public domain in Chidambaram. It was the best kept secret what was happening, the kind of money laundering that was going on. So when something like this happens, I want to applaud the agencies. Now and I think it's a great thing. You cannot dispute the fact that 8 crores of unaccounted cash was found on DK Shivakumar. You cannot overlook the fact. The fact of the matter is, when you look at wet leasing and dry leasing of aircrafts in the Air India matter and how the sectors were changed, you have to have a case against somebody like Mr. Praful Patel. These are the things we spoke about.
Fair enough, Shazia. As I bring in Rahul,
I was one of the people who was most disappointed when the 2G case.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so, as I bring in Rahul, I want to ask you one question. You said you were relieved,
right? These, of course, is with the.
Okay, you said you were relieved when you saw most action being taken against most, because these were allegedly corrupt politicians. Explain the curious case, and we'll put those graphics out. Explain the curious case of Mr. Y.S. Chaudhary from the TDP, who on the 2nd of June is raided, who apparently has been given an arrest warrant by the CBI. 20th he joins June, that warrant is never exercised. Interesting?
No, I think that warrant should be exercised.
But it hasn't been since the second.
And I'm not going to speak. I'm not a spokesperson for the ED. But all the names, you took a whole list of names.
Yes.
And you had 2 names. One is Mr. Chaudhary, who's just joined, and Mukul Roy. Mukul Roy himself says that he was not an accused. He has been an informer.
But Shazia, none of these others say they've been an accused. Mukul Roy has been caught on camera accepting money. Mukul Roy has been caught on camera accepting money, but let me bring it.
And all these cases that you're talking about were even there, even before. In fact,
yes.
No, but the fact of the matter was they are very serious cases. All the lists that you read out on Chidambaram and the others, they're very, very serious cases, and they've been around for the longest period.
Okay.
And investigation has been going on for years and years.
All right, let me bring in.
And I don't think anybody should be absolved if they're from one party or the other. But because
that is what exactly, Shazia, that's a good point you make.
And if one government is, if one government has been less corrupt, you can't accuse it of selectivism.
No, Shazia, you made a point there. That is what they. Okay, so this is a charge, and I'll bring in Rahul Srivastava.
There should be no selectivism.
Okay. So Rahul Srivastava, I'll bring you in, because Shazia says there should be no selectivism, but even if you just go through that list, so there's a list of about 22 odd political leaders who, since this new government came into place, have been raided, questioned, arrested. Out of which there's only Mukul Roy, who's been from the BJP, and like Manish pointed out, that was not even a questioning. But it's interesting, even if you look at the case of Mr. Y.S. Chaudhary, and this is the charge made by the Congress, which is, till the 2nd, you're ready to arrest him, 2nd June, 20th June, he joins the BJP. He hasn't heard from the CBI since then. So, put it in perspective for us.
Preeti, I think the world the debate exists, the answers exist somewhere between the two sides of the story, two narratives being pushed by the Congress and the BJP. I think a lot of them, as Shazia says, are very old IOUs, which are coming home. You know, there was talk about INX, FIPB for a very long time.
Right.
It is sometime in 2016 and 17 when the raids happened in the Aircel Maxis
chickens
case.
come back to roost now, basically.
Documents came out. Say, for example, the cases of Mr. Huda, Praful Patel, a lot of these are very old cases. But the fact is, if you look at it, I will say that on the other side, as you say, one, there is a selective element vis-a-vis Mukul Roy, Chaudhary, CM Ramesh also, another TDP member who joined BJP, had an income tax raid. We haven't heard anything about it. DK Shivakumar, yes, a lot came out in the first raid in August 2017 when the first raid happened. The income tax was talking about 5 crore which was recovered, 30 crore which passed, accounts in Singapore and Dubai. There are two elements which, as a journalist, I will question. One, all these men who are being targeted today are very critical elements in the local, statewide or the national structure of the political parties. Huda, critical in Haryana. Elections going to happen very soon. You have Mr. Ahmed Patel, very critical element to the Congress as an Congress infrastructure and ecosystem. Kamal Nath's relative, Kamal Nath is under fire primarily because they want to create trouble for him so that the government is not really a strongly majority-led government. Derek O'Brien is an important cog in the wheels. Azam Khan, very important for minority politics of the Samajwadi Party.
Ahmed Patel.
Praful Patel is one of the most key leaders of the... And then P. Chidambaram, very critical. And let's take the latest example, DK Shivakumar.
Farooq Abdullah.
DK Shivakumar, I think, is a swaggering machismo of Vokaliga politics in Karnataka. He is a budding leader. He could have been chief minister. He is the man who can actually... He has thwarted a lot of dirty tricks on the BJP.
And the only one who's shown any stomach to fight the BJP in Karnataka.
Saying, and the second element I will add here, if you allow me a minute, that why no charge sheets in several of these cases despite years of investigation.
Shazia, you want to come in on that? Lavanya, is that the point you want to make?
Yes, I want to come in on that. And I want to say each one of the names that was taken by Rahul, rightly so, are very, very critical. They've held very important positions. And if you look at Azam Khan, I can go into each one of them because I follow this very seriously. If you see Azam Khan's matter, there were cases against him not by the government but by many members of his own community and others of land grab. It's a real case.
But Shazia, that way, let's look at Goa. Half the cabinet that you have right now has massive corruption cases against them.
So that's what I'm saying. So I think that's...
How come nothing against them?
Which is why they were in a position, important positions, whereby they could use the office of profit, office of influence for profiteering, for money making, for money laundering. Obviously, they were very important, which is why they were in an ability to manipulate the kind of corruption and money trails that they did. So nobody is disputing that.
But you know, Shazia, my question was, you said nobody. There are a lot of names which are missing. Like I said, you have 3 members at least who have corruption cases against them in Goa. You've inducted them in the new cabinet as well.
Preeti?
Yes, Lavanya, you want to come and make a point. Come in, make a point.
Yeah, Preeti, I would just like to bring some more, facts from Karnataka as well. During the coalition.
Okay, yes, Shazia, okay,
during the coalition, during the last session of coalition government that was there in Karnataka, it is on the records of Vidhan Sauda that the JDS MLA says the BJP leaders walked into my house with a bag full of money and offered, me money to join BJP. What we would like to know, we welcome the move of IT and ED and all the other agencies, but we would like to know, why is it that these agencies are very selective? When the JDS MLA has said this in the House, that he was offered money to join BJP, why is it that the ED or the IT does not take any interest in this case and say, hey, we want to inquire this like as well? Or the Reddy wedding that happened right after demonetization.
Okay, ladies, I need to close the bulletin. I'm sorry to interrupt you and for that hard cut, but it cuts both ways. What you're accusing the BJP of, let's just go back to what happened in 2G, when the DMK pulled out of your government, which was the Congress at that time, which was the UPA, there were massive raids on the DMK as well, just the next day. So it cuts both ways. Each political party accuses the other of using agencies against them. But the debate continues. DK Shivakumar given 9 days of ED custody. Thank you all for joining us.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.